From Delaware's most award-winning radio news team, this is WDEL Video News. Here's Chris Carl.
Among Delaware's top stories for Tuesday, April 22nd, state budget cuts may have to be deeper than first thought. The price of gas reaches new highs, and expanding to serve more people with disabilities. Here are the details. Politically, Delaware may be a blue state, but financially, we're in the red. WDEL's Carl Konevsky reports.
The Delaware Economic and Financial Advisory Council reduced revenue projections by $68 million at its monthly meeting Monday, meaning $62.4 million has to be slashed from the budget between now and June 30th just to finish the fiscal year in the black. But J.J. Davis, director of the Office of Management and Budget, says this year's shortfall isn't the only problem.
So we are targeting another $100 million in fiscal year 08 budget cuts in anticipation that we have not only close out the budget cash positive, but that we move with a carryover into fiscal year 09.
Davis says the state needs to make up the shortfall and provide some pad for next year, so you should expect deep cuts to programs and services.
For the rest of fiscal year 08, capital projects perhaps that haven't started, so you're taking the cash, you're stopping those projects. Again, we'll look at all the accounts across the state. It's tough 10 months into a fiscal year to find approximately another $100 million, but we think it's fiscally responsible and we'll do the right thing.
Davis says a lot of work has to be done for fiscal year 2009 since DFAC lowered revenue estimates by $12.7 million on top of the more than $200 million they cut in March. Reporting from Buena Vista, I'm Carl Konevsky, 1150 AM, WDEL.
Well, gas prices have hit all-time highs, with prices rising over 9 cents in the last few days. According to AAA Mid-Atlantic, gas in Delaware cost $3.42 a gallon, a rise of 14 cents in 1 week. The national average increased 5 cents over the weekend to $3.50 a gallon. A year ago, gas prices in Delaware, $2.86 a gallon. State police have arrested 3 more suspects at a Newark area motel. Police say Andrew Bingham and Kerry Jackson of Newark and Andrew Reddick of Wilmington were arrested at the Red Roof Inn on Churchman's Road. Investigators say they found guns and pot in the room. Police at this point say there's no confirmed link between the arrests and a shootout in Salem County early Saturday morning between New Jersey troopers and another Newark man, Curtis Boyd, in which Boyd was killed and the troopers moved on. A new type of school is set to open in Delaware. WDEL News continues in a moment.
The best place to buy your new floor is at your local Carpet One store, where we offer true flooring expertise, from a great selection of famous name floors to guaranteed installation. That's something you won't find at those big warehouses, internet sites, or traveling carpet shops. And with our 1,000 store buying power, we offer you the best warranties and the best values in flooring. Carpet One, the one store for your perfect floor.
You're the one, you're the one.
DuPont says its profits increased 26% in the first quarter, boosted by higher selling prices and the weak dollar. The Wilmington-based company says it earned $1.19 billion, or $1.31 per share, on revenue of $8.77 billion in the first quarter. Thomson Financial says analysts expected lower earnings and revenue. DuPont also says it stands by its 2008 earnings outlook, but slowing U.S. demand will offset growth outside the country. Same-gender charter schools are now legal in Delaware. Governor Minter signed a bill yesterday clearing the way for Prestige Academy to open in Wilmington this fall. The all-boys school will house grades 5 through 8 with an eye toward preparing its students for admission to college prep high schools. Delaware law had prohibited same-gender charter schools based on discrimination concerns. Supporters, though, say the new school will fill an urgent need to close the achievement gap, especially for black and Hispanic boys who live in the city. A Smyrna Fire Department boat crew rescued 4 boaters whose 14-foot skiff broke down. The Coast Guard says the fishermen's relatives contacted authorities around 11 o'clock Sunday night because they hadn't come home yet. A Coast Guard helicopter on a training mission saw a distress flare and found the boaters about midnight. That's when the fireboat crew from Smyrna was called to rescue the boaters and tow their boat back to shore. No one was hurt. While most people use birthdays and anniversaries as opportunities to look back, a local organization is looking ahead. WDEL's Carl Konevsky with that story.
As officials and clients of Easter Seals Delaware and Maryland's Eastern Shore celebrate 60 years of serving people with disabilities, they're getting set for the future. Ground was broken Monday for a new 25,000 square foot facility, and President and CEO Bill Adami says serving people with all kinds of disabilities at all different ages makes the expansion essential.
If you look at any of the data, the prevalence of disability over the age of 65 is 1 out of 2. So we know there's a growing need for services. So our job as a community resource is to try to meet that need.
Adami says the new building actually represents a 2-for-1 at its current location in the Newcastle Corporate Commons.
We have a 20,000 square foot facility that's already here that just is in need of a little bit of upgrading itself. So we've combined the two. So we'll add on 25,000 square feet to this building, upgrade this, and really be able to provide comprehensive services to Newcastle County.
Easter Seals officials hopes the expansion will allow them to double the number of people they serve. Reporting from Newcastle, I'm Carl Konevsky, 1150 AM. WDEL.
And the Flyers hope number 7 is lucky. WDEL Sports and your Delaware AccuWeather forecast coming up.
Wilmington University now offers the Doctor of Business Administration program. This advanced degree is designed to enhance leadership and managerial skills. Applications for fall semester are being accepted now, so visit us at wilmu.edu/business or call 877-967-5464. Wilmington University, your life, your time, your education.
I'm Peter MacArthur.
I'm Melanie Armstrong, and here are Delaware's top stories at the top of the hour.
The most complete coverage of the news that matters in Delaware. Every weekday morning, 5:30 till 9 on 1150 AM WDEL.
WDEL Sports, Washington scored 4 straight goals after trailing 2-0 to force a 7th game of the Flyers by winning Game 6 last night in Philadelphia. The NHL's leading scorer, Alex Ovechkin, scored 2 goals in the third period to send the series back to Washington for Game 7 tonight. The Flyers have squandered a 3-1 series lead. If the Flyers win tonight, they would face Montreal in the Eastern Conference semifinals. Well, Chase Utley homered for the 5th straight game as he helped the Phillies to a comeback win over Colorado. Utley now leads the majors with 9 homers so far this season. Pat Burrell also homered for the Phils, and Jason Worth added an inside-the-park home run. The win evens the Phils' record at 10-10. They'll try to get above 500 for the first time this year when they send Brett Myers to the mound tonight against Jeff Francis. We'll have the game on WDEL. Pre-game coverage starts at 8 o'clock. And rain washed out the Blue Rocks for the 2nd straight game, this time against the Frederick Keys. The game was actually postponed because of poor field conditions from heavy rain over the weekend and a forecast of more of the same. The two teams will play 2 7-inning games tonight. Your WDEL Delaware AccuWeather forecast: clouds and sun mixed through the day, a high 68. Tonight, partly cloudy, low 50. Tomorrow, sun and clouds, a high 73. And plenty of sunshine for Thursday, a little bit warmer, the high reaching 75. Get news updates throughout the day. Delaware's top stories at the top of the hour on 1150 a.m. And get WDEL News text alerts sent to your cell phone. Sign up here at WDEL.com. I'm Chris Carl. Thanks for watching.